So I'm being encouraged to talk about something, and I've talked about it in bits and pieces, you guys. But yesterday, me and my son, we got out and we caught the bus, and we did some things. We bought some food. We went to the park because he had been wanting to have a picnic. So it wasn't necessarily a picnic because he wanted to have like the cover and everything to sit on the grass, and we didn't do that. What happened was we got a table. It was a lot of children at the park because it's summer break for most of the babies, and so he just played. He just wanted to play, and he just wanted to be on a swing because the last couple of times we went to the park, he wasn't able to just swing, just be on a swing or whatever. So he enjoyed that, and I enjoyed watching him. So I was eating my salad and my cantaloupe because we bought a bunch of food and stuff. And so he was back and forth, and he was playing, and we just had a really good day. Then I had to go make another stop. I had to get some things from the Dollar Tree, and then we had to get some other stuff. So just being out, because we had actually been inside for a couple of days, and he had been playing video games, PS5 on his computer. So it was just good to be out. Excuse me. And on the way back, the last bus ride to come back home, something happened. Now, he didn't want to sit next to me on the seat where I was because it was a stain in the seat where he was. It wasn't on the other side, on that seat, it was a stain. And I don't like being too far in the back of the bus, and I don't like being too super in the front because, that's where the elderly people and people who are disabled, they sit, obviously. Okay. And so the bus got crowded after a while. So I hate being on buses when it's crowded because I'm such an empath. I can feel everything. I don't even like people sitting behind me. I don't like none of that, right? So kind of like after a while, after the people start getting on the bus, I felt my energy. I felt it kind of, lowering and stuff. I'm really sensitive to energy, very sensitive. And there was this young girl, and I think I want to assume it was her grandfather. The way she was engaging with him, there was some other people sitting in the front. It was this huge, and I'm not because of his size. I'm making a point. This guy was very heavy. He for sure was over 300 pounds. I would say maybe a good 350, 360. Got on a bus. He went to the back. The young lady, probably early 20s, her grandfather. Then it was somebody on the other side of them. So it's 4 seats in the front facing the other 4 seats with the seats for disabled people, elderly people, right? So this the young lady, the older guy, the other older man. Intuitively I picked it up as her grandfather. Then it's somebody else. The motherfucker that was 350, 360 pounds, whatever, comes to the front of the bus. Okay, I guess I don't know if the seats were limited back there, but a few minutes later, after he gets on the bus, he comes to sit back on the front. He comes to sit in the front. So my son is sitting on this side. We're sitting right across from each other. We're just not sitting directly, and I'm constantly looking at him, constantly. He's right there. And he had his phone, so he's watching his show. Or whatever he's watching his little shows he watch on YouTube. I picked up on something on this motherfucker. I picked up something on him. And he was playing. I've witnessed so many times where people stare at me and they try to play it off like they're not staring at me. So I'm like, okay, I don't like catching eye contact with people. I don't like doing all that because people be having shit on them, and I'll send you something way worse back. Okay, I'm very balanced with who I am, highs and lows. My nose is starting to run. My son was sitting in the way, like he was trying to get comfortable. So he was like putting my baby's getting tall. Try to put his legs up on the seat so he could like Indian style sit. And I seen this motherfucker look at him. So I'm making sure, okay, don't overreact. Make sure you saw what you saw. Okay. And I'm feeling my energy right now as I'm talking about it. You know what I'm saying? I can feel my motherfucking shit. I feel it. I feel it. I feel that energy, y'all. And I noticed that I see nobody. It was like a man or something sitting behind my baby. So I'm just like, okay, I know he looked at him. And I death stared his ass. I death stared his ass. Because I'm not stupid. And lately, I had remembered something that had happened with my son's father and him. We had went to this store before, and I think I might have mentioned this before. And my ex got into somebody's ass for like being too friendly with our son. See, a lot of people, and I used to really be one of the people that used to be really naive, think that, oh no, they're just being this way. No, motherfuckers be sick. It is a huge, there is a large population of sick pedophiles out here. It is. Some of them you guys really close to, some of them in your family, some of them you very much know. Okay, some of them try to play it off real bad, some is real bad. Okay, some of them, have never been prosecuted. Okay, and some of them never served a day in jail, but you know intuitively what it is. I death stared this motherfucker. When I death, that's you get what I'm saying? That's what I did. See, I'm not the type of person. I don't really have to put hands on a motherfucker. I don't have to. I talked about how strengthful and powerful I am. I don't have to put these motherfuckers on you. I'm a spiritual, high-ranking gangster. And if I send you some shit, bitch, you gonna get it. I stared at him for a good, and no lie, 10 minutes. A good 10 minutes I death stared this motherfucker. I made him, I said, I'm gonna make this motherfucker uncomfortable. And then whatever I'm sending, you gonna get it. You in the process of you getting it, bitch, you gonna feel motherfucking uncomfortable. This what he started doing. I'm not fucking playing, bitch. Why the fuck is you looking at my child? I don't give a fuck about inclusive energy. This is their, I don't give a fuck about what happened to you and your child. Bitch, go get your ass some help. I don't give a fuck about none of that. You can go to a shaman, a high-ranking, experienced shaman to get that shit off of you. Any demon can be removed off of somebody. If the intention is in the right, it's favored. If the intention is there, if you want something off of you, bitch, it can come off of you. You don't be sitting carrying that shit on you and then moving amongst people and children and inflicting your bullshit on motherfuckers. You sick piece of nothing. That's what you are, and I ain't gonna know. So I don't feel sorry. I don't. I radiate love. I exude love. But I also know, I also have common sense and I also have boundaries. I don't have to be sitting here giving people grace and pass with people that do not deserve it. When you know you're sick and you're acting like you're not sick. So then he's like, after a while, he's like, what? I said, you a sick motherfucker. That's a bus full of people. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. I said, you's a sick motherfucker. You are. I said, you was looking at my son. What, looking at your son? What do you mean? What are you looking? If somebody accuses you of something like that is not true, you're going to light up. What do you mean? He didn't even raise his voice. He felt me. He didn't raise his voice not one time. Somebody accuse you of some shit like that ain't true, you gonna let the fuck up. And honestly, people who truly don't have that energy on them, what is the chances of them being accused? I'm not a motherfucker that be played with. I know what I know. I felt something on him when he brought his big ass and sat in the front. He made all the people that he was sitting next to up in that area feel uncomfortable. Sitting next to that elderly man and everything. I said, you a sick motherfucker. I wanted to get off that bus so bad when our stop came because I wanted to tell the bus driver who was cool. I was chopping it up with him earlier. I wanted to tell him. I'm not out here sitting trying to be a man, trying to talk like a man, but that's my motherfucking child. And if you know me or you've been watching me and paying attention to me, you know I don't play about that little mother. I don't play about that boy. I don't play about my baby. I have 2 babies that I birthed in this life. That's you know what I'm saying? I was pregnant for. That's my youngest. And I will take you out. One way or another, you will be taken out. You think that people out here of the spiritual uh, realms are playing with people like that? We're not playing no more passes. We're not giving passes to shit like that. See, for a very, very, very long time, there were a lot of passes that were giving to people like that. You know, and I tried to figure it out for so long. Why do people get passes like that? Why is this shit not taken serious, more? Why aren't people given more time in prison? Because of the pain they inflict. This is lifelong pain that a lot of people deal with. A lot of people aren't consciously aware that they can spiritually heal themselves or they don't want to go to therapy. They don't want to go to a psychiatrist because a lot of times people just tell them a bunch of rhetoric that ain't gonna really help them heal. My other child went to therapy. You have to be the therapist. You have to be the healer for yourself. But like I said, if somebody like that has a demon on him, obviously that's a demon. And you want to get better, you seek it. You do what's right. It's up until that point, I don't give a fuck about you, bitch. And if you violate, like you violated but you did the shit quick and slick. You thought nobody was watching your ass because the bus was crowded. Bitch, I catch everything. I'm on his. I'm on that. I'm on here. I pay attention to everything. And I picked up on your energy before you even glanced this way. Don't give nobody no passes out here that don't deserve it. Y'all don't listen. Healing and being spiritual is a balance. It's not all light, it ain't all dark. You gotta be balanced. You can't be walking around here disillusioned. I was disillusioned and off for a very long time. Nobody placed me in a position of power within myself. I had to keep that shit myself. That's why I don't play about it. Right?